everyone? My name is John Parker 117 and welcome back to the wonderful world of Hearts of Iron 4. Today I have a very special video for all of you as we are playing the No Compromise, No Surrender DLC for Hearts of Iron 4 that released a few days ago as of this video going up, but we are actually streaming it live a day before it goes up on November 20th, so be sure to go and check out that because this video is sponsored by Paradox Interactive. I want to give a big hug to all the developers who were very patient with me with my nonsense, and they were very flexible, and I'm very grateful. So we are going to be able to stream it and then make a video, and this video is sponsored, so go check out Hearts of Iron 4. It will be free to play from November 20th to November 24th, and also the new DLC will be up on November 20th, so go check all that out and use the link in the description to buy Hearts of Iron 4 because it helps me out because it's the official John Parker 117 link. It's pretty good, and yeah. What are we going to be doing today? Well, I've played this DLC 6 times already. I didn't finish the recording of any of them because this DLC is hard. But we're going to be trying to do the hardest thing in this DLC today. We are going to be playing as this DLC's Secret Nation. Now, who is this DLC Secret Nation? Well, that'll show up later. But in order to get the Secret Nation, we need to start as Xinjiang. Now, Xinjiang is split into two now. We got the Khotan Ma by Ma Hushan and the Xinjiang from Shang Shikai. See, I'm a rapper. But anyway, we have a brand new political tree for a bunch of warlords, actually. Warlords have unique political trees now. So, like, these 4 Ma's, well, this Ma has a unique tree. These 3 Ma's have unique trees to unite the Zibi-San Ma. I think Qinghai Ma, yeah, Qinghai Ma has another unique one. The Northeastern Army has a unique tree. Sichuan does, and Guangxi and Guangdong do. As Xinjiang, what we're going to do is we're just going to start with develop Urmqi, because we need this to be the most developed land in the world for what we're doing. And we're just going to build one military factory in a very suspicious place. Well, it's the only place we can build, but it's also a very suspicious place based on what we're doing. So we're gonna take, we're gonna take our fancy dancy divisions, which suck ass, and what we're going to do is we're gonna put them over here. You may be wondering, why are we putting them over there? That's a lot of border we're leaving open. We're being sneaky. But, and another thing we're going to do is we're only going to research construction and electromechanical engineering. We're not going to research any military bonuses. This will be important later. But look at this. We have only gems in our country because we have 0 coal. No coal. And in fact, we have so little coal that we have negative coal. Coal, of course, being the new resource that's added that makes factories run. And it's kind of scary. It's just a tad. I really like the new coal feature. I think it makes it so scaling is a lot harder. But, I will admit, we are in a barren wasteland of coal. We need to get over here. Shaanxi is the epicenter of coal. So is Manchukuo. But if we really want coal, we have to go to the worst place in the United States, New England. Pennsylvania has 288 coal. West Virginia has 141 coal, and Virginia has 18. This is the epicenter of the coal in the universe. Oh, I just noticed Kentucky has 90. I didn't even notice that in my test runs. And Illinois has 861? What? That's even more than I thought. So yeah, this is the coal epicenter of the world, which makes sense because they're blue states. I'm just kidding. But, other places with a lot of coal is, of course, Donetsk. Or, well, is this Donetsk? Luhansk. One of them. It's one of them. Anyway, we're gonna send our troops over to the western border. We're just gonna keep going. There is also a new releasable. Well, there's a lot of new releasables. I meant a new formable. Well, anyway, we're gonna get an extra military factory. Yeah, we're only gonna do the things that give us factories. Oh, yeah, and there's another thing we have to do. Actually, I think I already messed it up a little bit, but after this focus, it's okay, we can bring it back. But we need to do secure internal politics so we can get political power because we are going to flip fascist. And I'll tell you why later. So we're going to get us a fascist demagogue, and we are also going to just work on, we're just going to get the civilian factory. And this also gives me 50 political power, which we're going to use to get ironically, a democratic advisor because I don't know if this works. I may not be smart, but what I am is intelligent. I may be able to also get democratic support so the communist support goes down. and then just ban democracy, and that'll shove a lot into fascism support. Anyway, we're just gonna save our political power for a bit so we can hit open political discourse. But actually, now that I think about it, my strategy should be better if I actually just don't produce anything. So we are going to produce just artillery, even though we don't use it. My strategy is very, very sound and intact. For some reason, I get the notifications from this. I don't know why. I think that may be a bug, but that's okay. Hopefully we get lucky and we can get some events to boost our fascism support. By getting the Democrat guy too, we can also have chances to get events for that. Now we can actually, I'm gonna say, no, open political discourse, it's more important. And since we do not care about Xinjiang, I'm actually gonna expand civil support. We do not care about Xinjiang. Weapons development, there's nothing really here that was really speaking to me, especially since we don't want to buff Xinjiang that much. So let's go ahead and just strengthen warlord authority. Construction 1, let's do construction 2 so we can keep going on that. If I reduce this to 1 factory, will I get more coal? I think so. I think that's how that works. Oh, and another thing, doctrines absolutely changed. So we select a grand doctrine, and then we get 4 extra doctrines. It's very customizable, very nice. But what's even more nice is if I go to Oman here and I'm like, ooh, I love Omani airports. I love Qatar Airlines, even though it's in Oman. I can now ask for airbase access, which is so cool. I love that. When I was recording the first time and I realized that, I freaked the fuck out. It was incredible. It was so good. Does Ma Bufang still exist? I think... No, he does not lead any nations anymore. It's very sad. He may become the leader if Ma Lin is sent on Hajj. Maybe through this focus. Maybe wondering why we're not doing a civil war. It's because I don't want to. Oh yeah, there's a new special forces now. We got the Rangers, which is kind of cool. They're for forests. I guess let's do excavation. Excavation is very important now because you need it to build coal, but we don't have any coal producing states either. So like we have no coal, only gems. All right, strengthen warlord authority is done, and we don't want to do anything that strengthens Xinjiang. Make that very clear. So we're gonna do the opposite Xinjiang border defense. Oh no, Communist China's going crazy. They won both of their border conflicts. Now they're huge. Anyway, office of Xinjiang border defense. We're actually going to do the 6 great policies so we get that political power. Chinese United Front forms. It's okay because the Khotan Ma is not allowed to join factions. So are we. We are not allowed to join factions, so we can fight for our Xinjiang in any way we want. And look at this, a new faction at the start, American Commonwealth. This is going to help early game, but to my knowledge, they still join the Allies. I would prefer it if they stayed in their own faction, like how the Soviets stay in the Comintern, because it would make it so beating the US late game is actually feasible. But you know, I understand why they have them join the Allies. It's realistic. Finish this up, which means we can get the Democratic Reformer, who will help us in some ways. But we can't march in the Khotan until we go fascist. It's very important. So I guess we'll just say political power. When are they adding gems to HOI4? Well, they've already done it. This DLC is a gem, so that's why they've already added gems to HOI4. They added coal and gems to the same update. It's crazy. Because like, for example, ask for airbase access, gem. I don't even have an air force. I don't know why they gave me this. All right, I need 150 political power, and then I can do a sneaky little trick where I discredit government for democracy and then ban democracy so it goes into fascism. Whatever, we'll research tanks. It's not like they're gonna be able to use them. Oh yeah, that's another thing. China's blue now. Oh, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a video where China was blue and I freaked out because I love blue China. I love blue China so much. Speaking of Manchukuo, they actually did add some new content. They have a new democratic path and a communist path, which is very hard, by the way. I put 4 attempts into this communist path and I was not able to do it, so that's a challenge. That's a challenge for you guys to try and do. Maybe I'll try and do it again in the future, but I was on a time crunch. Now what we're going to do is we're going to discredit government for democracy. That makes it 16%, and then we're going to ban democratic parties, which now makes this 40%, and now all we need is 150 more political power and we can do the referendum. We also do not need... Actually, maybe we do. Let's keep the Democratic Advisor for now to see how that works, because that still takes away from this. Actually, no. Now we get rid of the Democratic Advisor. This is a very new strategy that I'm trying out that I came up with myself. Is there any new Mongolia content? Well, that formable I was talking about is actually Greater Mongolia, which is what we're also going to be forming today with our secret little nation. Manchukuo has new spirits, but they do not have a new focus tree, but they do have access to that Greater Mongolia formable. They also start with new cores on Hebe Chavar, they start with a new state in Palingamao, and they also have Ordo, Suyan, and the boy himself is here, Dem Chug Dongrub. He no longer has his naval bomber bonus, but he does have the Borgian Descendant, Justify War Time, War Support, and Cavalry Attack. Alright, 40 political power, we need 50, and I can discredit the government, and hopefully we just get the event to hold a national referendum. Japan declares war on China, but it doesn't matter, because we are still doing our thing. We are still doing our thing. In fact, I'm actually going to delete one of these divisions, so they only have enough to hold this front. Come on, give me my event. Ooh, Shandong. Ooh, the Japanese are doing really good this time. I should probably save this right before I go fascist, so we are going to just save one. We're just going to name it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or whatever. Yeah, but Japan's barreling across China. All right, hold national referendum. We are now the Neo-Shagatai Khanate. We're no longer the state of Xinjiang. We're the Neo-Shagatai Khanate, which is really cool. And now we're gonna march into Khotan. In 5 days, we'll be at war. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. And bing, bang, bang! Here is our event, the Second Kumul Rebellion. With our march against Khotan starting, Yulbars Khan has announced his support for Mahushan and has called for rebellion against our administration over Hami. With this, we now fight on 2 fronts, and I can either do then we will crush them too, or we must seize this opportunity. Long live the Khan. And you know, we gotta do that. And this is the secret nation, the Kumul Khanate. We will seize this opportunity. Long live the Khan. And now it's time for me to explain why I did all the things I did. Now, why did I build the military factory here? It's pretty obvious. We didn't finish it, but if we did, it would have been cool. Why did I put all my troops over here? Well, that's because they don't teleport back, so we're just going to be able to walk into this land. And the most important part, why did I flip fascist? Well, as we can see, they're fascist. Japan won't send them volunteers because they're at war. Germany and Italy won't send them volunteers because they don't care, but if they were communist, who would send them volunteers? The Soviet Union. So we flip fascist to avoid Soviet volunteers so we can actually win, because when I played this as a communist, when I played this when Xinjiang was communist, I got destroyed because the Soviets just showed up and killed everyone. So now, we're going to take our units, pop them on the border, give them our 1 general. We're going to actually start our research. And the reason why I didn't do any... Wait, did they fix it? No, they didn't. We just start with tank research for some reason. But we do not inherit Xinjiang's anything. We do not inherit their research slots. We do not inherit their research. We don't inherit anything besides the factories, which is why we only built factories. Yeah, and we have 0 factories, so we'll just build an infrastructure and have that running. And I get questions, do they have a tree? Well, we wouldn't be playing them if they didn't have unique content. It's not a lot, but it's really cool. So we can get cores on all of Xinjiang here, and we have a unique formable nation with unique national spirits known as Yedishar. But what we can also do is we can also unify the Turks. We can do that new Greater Mongolia I was talking about. And also, since we're a warlord, we can go down here and unite China. So as Little Kumul, we can get cores on Central Asia, Greater Mongolia, and all of China. It's basically the Mongol Empire. They've basically added the Mongol Empire somewhat. Like a very, a less big version of the Mongol Empire. And which makes sense because this is a Mongol successor state. This is actually the last Mongol successor state that ever existed. But anyway, we are going to go and develop Dabancheng. And our first order of business is to cut these guys off from this area and sweep into there. You guys are going to go in that, and we're going to just go like this. And you are going to go up to here and go into Altai. Now, it's very important that we take as much land as we can. And they will send us Lend-Lease. We will take it. Okay, they're going a little bit faster than usual, but yeah, they're going that way. We just need to take the victory points. Ah, damn, they got that victory point. Okay, we may not get all the states now. We may not get all the states, but what we need to do, since they only have 2 divisions, we just need to sneak down to their last victory point. We may be able to still bring it back. All right, sneak into there. If we take Altai, we have 63%. Okay, this is important. All right, we didn't get all of it, but it's okay. We don't need all of it, because the only thing we need to get cores is Urumqi. And if anything, this is better, because now we can hold this on the river. So we're going to put these guys here, and we're not ready to fight them yet. We got to actually, like, do stuff. But we are now the Kumul Khanate. All the problems of a warlord all the debuffs of a warlord, but we do get all the bonuses of a warlord. And yeah, well, we're actually going to build, this is our capital hub. We don't have any other hubs, so we're just gonna keep building that infrastructure. And we can do no garrison here because by the time we get cores on it, which is in 35 days, we are going to have enough. Guy falls, our leader fell ill. It's so sad. Let's see, what do we need to form Yedishar? We need to control Khotan. So we can form Yedishar without even controlling all the stuff we need for it. So that's nice. Yeah, we're forming up these divisions. We start with an armored division. I don't think we're gonna have any of those. We got the Uyghur regiment. We're gonna try and train up 2 more of these guys. Anyway, victory in Tiwa. Now we got cores. Maybe it was a mistake to put it on no garrison because now we have everything's broken. Go ahead and get our military factory. Oh, we might have to reload. Well, I guess we have to declare war. Well, I think we can beat them with our... In my test run, they did not do that. In my test run, they did not become Xinjiang Ma and then kill me and join the Chinese United Front. If I wait, will you walk into there? No. Please don't join the Chinese United Front. You didn't do it the first time. Well, at least we can just walk around them right here. We'll just spam out some divisions. At least they won't join, I think, if... maybe they'll just say no. Because I could join the United Front. And the Dan Chang Arsenal. Let's go ahead and get us a research slot. Since now we actually care about our nation. Alright, we were able to get around them over here. So we're just going to sneak in the Hotan. Alright, never mind. You're going to wait. We're going to try and kill this division and then send both down there. Alright, we got infantry equipment 1. But we're not going to switch it just yet. Because we need just numbers. We're also going to trade 8 steel from France. Expand public education. Let's get the military factory. Alright, they're pushing us back right there, but I think that's actually good for us. If they stop attacking this, I can just go around them again. There we go. We'll do that, and we'll go down here. If we just pin all of their divisions forever. There we go. We encircled. Basically, all of their divisions are encircled. And we're just going to go up in the Hotan from behind. And I guess let's secure internal politics. We should probably get an army offense. I forgot about political power. And last time, I will admit, I went communist because I wanted to join the Soviet Union in order to declare war on Japan and China. But that didn't work because the new faction system makes it so only majors in the Comintern can declare wars. So what we're going to try this time is going fascist again. In order to join Japan, take out China, then take out Japan, then take out, well, and then take out the Soviets, and then take out Japan. Yeah, so it's like, I'll be honest, that part did make me a little upset when I went communist and joined the Soviets. But it's not only majors can declare war in general. It's only majors that join the Comintern, specifically the Comintern, not a communist faction. Because the new faction rules system had it set so only majors can declare wars when you join the communists. I did complain about that. Maybe they'll fix it, maybe they won't. What I suggested was having a game rule that overrides it for players. Like how when you join a faction, you have a +20 modifier because you're a player. But I don't know if they're gonna add that. I don't know if they're not gonna add that. All I can do is just change my strategy based on what's in the game. Yeah, it's definitely not my favorite part of the DLC, but I think if they just work at it a little more, it'll be good. I mean, it does do its purpose. Its purpose is to stop weird AI behavior, like Greece joining the Chinese United Front or something. That's the purpose of it. But I think it's a little too harsh when it comes to players. That's my personal opinion. But yeah, we march in the Hotan, and there they go. Take all of that, merge these guys up, pop them right there. We are gonna switch to infantry equipment 1 now. Let's get a new guy and then promote him to be our field marshal. And I guess he'll be unyielding defender. We'll just make him a defensive guy. Did they add a second Korea? Well, technically, no. They didn't, because in By Blood alone, you can make 2 Koreas by, like, for example, if the US and the Soviets are in the same peace deal. If the Soviets just puppet up here and the Americans puppet down here, it'll make 2 Koreas. I think that's what they intended with the By Blood alone system, so they didn't need to add a second one. But anyway, we could join the Chinese United Front, but I don't think we'd be able to get anything from the peace deal. So I think it's better if we join Japan, and then just don't join the Allies' war, and then use them to fight the Soviet Union. If they made it so I can't declare wars as a minor power in the Japanese faction too, I will be a little upset. It's just a fact. I will be a little upset, but I'm hoping that's not the case. Anyway, now we're gonna do our restore Yedishar focus. Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna wait until we're fascist first. You may wonder why, but it's because we get add commander of the faithful, which is good, but we also get plus 10 division attack and division defense on our leader. So if we change our leader, it won't be good. We'll lose that trait. So what we need to do is just work on our economy while we flip to fascist. Then I have a generic leader. Well, the thing is I can't justify or join Japan, I think. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a lot of fucking rules. Oh, they need world tension at 40. I'll be honest, did not test this. I did not test this strategy. One of the following must be true, must be Japan, must be Korea. Okay, we're not that. Or all of the following must be true. I can't join Japan. Well, shit. Can't join it anyway because of that. Well, I guess we don't need the fascist guy anymore because that was the whole point. Maybe joining the Axis? Does the Axis have any stupid rules? We need yeah, I could join the Axis against the Soviets. I think we're still gonna go fascist. It's a real silly adventure. Like, it's a real conundrum on what I'm supposed to do. Because, you know, technically the content ends here, but I have formable nations that I want to form, but I just don't know how I'm gonna go about forming them. I think this is before I bought the fascist advisor. We're gonna try and do it just as a neutral Kumulkanate. Neutral Kumulkanate. Neutral Kumulkanate. We'll start with that. We'll just go down the opposition focus tree and see if that does anything. Yeah, I guess we can now restore Yedishar, which will give us our cool formable nation. Or, well, cosmetic tag, but I call it a formable because we get cores. But, yeah, we got ourselves some radio. And by the way, they did add some new ships. We're probably not going to be using ships because, you know, we're the Kumulkanate, but they added that. Let's go ahead and get improved infantry equipment. Wait a day, do this, and then do construction 1. The MacLeod is actually how it was historically now, because ZB mod translates to the 3 Ma's. And I guess let's try and increase our horses up to 12 width, so they're actually kind of like a fighting force in China. We're going to take our 2 of these guys, and we're actually just going to convert them. And there we go. Now we're Yedishar with I think this is a cool little flag. It has a smiley face on it. Look at that. It's a happy little flag. But now we're going to do opposition, and we're going to get to border conflicts, so we can try and get some states off of these ZB Ma's. Are all of them in the Chinese United Front? Yes. Once the war starts, I think I'm going to go after Tibet. Guess we're going to have to trade more steel to France. Do we go up to partial? How many factors do we even get from that? We could get a few, but I'm instead, we don't have any good guys. Whoops. Can I buy stuff? I can't. Yeah, there's not really a point in building that. Well, maybe there is, but I want to buy equipment instead. I'll buy from Poland. There you go. Opposition. Institute cross-border raids. I think we're just gonna go after, like, this state would be nice. There we go. I mean, I guess let's just move down here into... Well, I mean, let's uplift the cavalry regiments while we wait to stage a incident. Buy more Polish weaponry. Can I just buy, like, 2,000, please? Thank you. Got Poland. Poland's my best friend. Alright, now let's uplift those cavalry regiments. And Kumulkanate actually starts with mass assault, so I can show off the new doctrine system. So now we have sub-doctrines, and we can get a lot more bonuses now. Now I'm going to save for mounted infantry, obviously, since we're doing cavalry. Anyway, stage incident at Haixi border. Hopefully it targets this one and not this one. Actually, if it targets that one, that'd be fine, because it'll give me more land on Tibet. Go ahead and do war taxes. Alright, escalate to border conflict. Khotan and Haixi. I wish it was between Kulan Shah and Haixi, but we can't have everything we want. I don't know who this guy is. He's not our general. Hopefully we're able to beat up these Chinese. Oh no, they have support artillery in that one. It may be over. Yeah, it's definitely over. Oh well, we're gonna be in political power debt for a while. There goes that. Well, I thought we would win. I guess we have to go after Gansuma instead. I mean, I guess let's research artillery so we can fight back. Let's see, did we get any new generals? We did, we get this guy. Even though I'm gonna keep my horse guy. More taxes. We're gonna seek Japanese support to see what that does. Because I remember before this update, I don't think it did anything. Seek Japanese support is done, and now we're going to do... Man, I don't want to do this because I want him as my general, but I guess he's gonna become a field marshal. Okay, we don't need to do these 3 focuses. I would like to do this one. Don't need to do that. Like to do that one. Like to do that one. Let's just get the Civ. And let's see, what can we ask for from the Japanese? Is it still nothing? Unlock, seek Japanese support decisions. Well, guess that doesn't work. We can't join them anyway, so it's not really a point. Do I like the DLC so far? I like it. I love what they've done to like the warlords in China. I love the focus trees. I love the new paths in the Manchukuo and the focus trees. I like this new little nation that we're playing, Yedishar. I haven't played Japan, but I think it's gonna be really fun. But faction rules are my little gripe with it, because I haven't been able to do much. Like, for example, I can't join the Japanese for some reason, and if I join the Soviets, I can only declare war if I'm a major. Now that it's 56%, could declare war on Tibet, which I think is what we're going to do. That or another border conflict. What do I think about the doctrine system? Well, the doctrine system I think is really great. It's a lot more customizable now. It's a lot more specialized. Like, for example, if you were doing cavalry, you would just choose fucking Grand Battle Plan and just be done with it. But this one, you can actually do mounted infantry as all the doctrines. Like, for example, I didn't choose mass assault. Kummel just starts with mass assault. I can get mounted infantry for the cavalry, and if we press this button, we can see all the bonuses we get, and it's pretty good. Max speed plus 50% for cavalry recon detachment, and max speed plus 50% for mounted infantry in general. It's just pretty good. So like, I think it's gonna be able to open the door for a lot more specialized builds, and a lot more, I hate to say LARP, but more like role play of like, oh, I'm playing Mongolia, or I'm playing Yedishar, and I'm focusing on cavalry. Let me get the mounted infantry, and then with the support, let's get the mobile recon in support. Actually, let's not get that because that's armored cars. But like air cavalry, we could get fire concentration, which decreases artillery combat with, holy, I didn't even see this one. Artillery combat with minus 0.8. That's game changing, I think. So it would be 2.2 instead of 3. I mean, that does something. Operations, and I mean, of course, there's some that are locked to specific ideologies, and there are ones that are locked to specific doctrines, but most of them are available with everything. Like, for example, this one, People's Militia, which, you know, is not very good because I don't use militias. Actually, it does give good stuff for leg infantry, but this is only available for communists. Right, interwar artillery is done. We could just get improved artillery, but I don't think we're going to. I think we're just going to instead get improved infantry equipment. But now we can actually go into here and get mounted infantry, and unlocks this. It's the cool little chess icons. And we're actually going to be using cavalry recon detachments for once. It's definitely going to make it so you make different divisions based on your based on your doctrine. You're going to make different divisions, and you're going to put different stuff in your division. Go ahead and get, oh wait, I'm just going to, actually, we're not going to spend it on an advisor. We're going to go up to Gansu and try and steal a state off of them. We're going to do public works just so we can get down there. We don't really care about public works that much. Except for the railway construction speed, that could be good. Anyway, stage incident at Jiquan border. The state's not worth a lot, but it'll still be a state. It'll still be a core territory. Get good trucks so I can actually get my logistics. Great. Now our buddy has died. We're actually gonna just trade with the second buddy, which is Germany. I will trade 24. How much would it take to guarantee? Oh, it's only 25. Okay. Let's start justifying on Tibet. And there we go. We won basically immediately. Ningxia-ma, we could get this state. Oh, look, it's the reorganized national government of China. Let's go ahead and march in and try and... Actually, do we try and take HOI4s again? Let's put them only on this border so we can maybe get some more combat width. Oh, Japan just declared war on me. Well, shit. I wish there was a way to check the faction rules without joining the faction. I don't know if there is a way to do that, because I don't want to... Okay. I don't know why Japan declared war on me. I didn't even get, like, a notification. But we're just gonna keep chilling, since we have all of China in between us and Japan. So, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Between Jiquan and HOI4s, go ahead and go. There's no one there, so we should just win. Some people showed up at the last possible moment. But that's okay, because I think we'll still beat them. In fact, we might actually lose again, which is sad. We just don't have a lot of org. Oh, wait. Hold on. We won! Let's go! Okay. So that was a good state. It had 2 civs in it. Now we're gonna go after Ningxia-ma. Mind you, all of this is our core territory. You gotta remember that. Is there another supply hub over here? There is not. We are going to reorganize the railway system and build a supply hub right there. Oh, that's not good. They're really going at it. I can't really help that much, and I'm not, well, I would need to get military access. Thing is, I'm not gonna get anything if I ask for military access, because it'll just flip to China. Maybe if I do this, they'll gain planning a little bit. We'll even do this, so it's really fast, and that planning will be used in the conflict, border conflict. There they go. We're gonna go for just fun research projects. There we go, we get another state, but now it's time for us to go to war with Tibet, which we are going to train up like 5 more divisions for. Oh, yeah, I forgot if I took this state, I would have a border with the Japanese. And they won't protect me. Great. Well, I guess we have to take 2 troops and just leave them right there. I guess there's grind against the Japanese. No, I didn't want you to go down there. Go here. I guess there's pray China holds. Why can't I do border conflicts anymore? That would suck if it's because I'm at war with Japan. Aw, man. Well, at least we got some land. Alright, you need to get over there kind of fast. We're running out of time. Well, anyway. Declare war on Tibet. I don't know if they're gonna join the Japanese or not. Get specialization. I guess let's just get infantry so we can get to the core land defense and attack. And I guess now the Chinese will send me guns and stuff, which, you know, doesn't really help them that much because I'm not doing anything against Japan. There we go. We made a breakthrough. Oh, now I can do border conflicts again. Well, we're not going to do one right now, obviously, because we're at war with Tibet, but at least we can still do them. Oh, well, Tibet just joined them. Well, that means they're going to crumble, but it also means that China could get some of it in the peace deal, but hopefully not. Oh, wow, that's a big encirclement on my part. We kind of need to get that out of there real quick. Yeah, it looks like China's about to die, but then again, it looks like China was about to die in real life, so... who knows? I mean, I guess we could add like engineers and support, and obviously our cavalry recon, since we're using that now, and now that we actually are producing this, we can at least get it in our divisions. Just a load of bad supply. Oh yeah, I should probably also turn my guys off. No garrison. All right, logistics, and then we'll get field hospital, and then that'll fill out our divisions. All right, China's taken back our borderland, so I'm gonna send these guys back over here. Yeah, how close is China? Oh no. That's not good. If China dies, we die. So, I'm hoping they win. And are we ready to proclaim rival government? Have we done everything we wanted to do? Pretty much. We might as well. But, yeah, if China's... oh, no, if China dies. Let's get artillery attack and defense. We don't have any other good ones. We're definitely gonna have to go after China. Oh, and it doesn't give them it immediately. Now, wow, these actually have portraits. They're all puppets of Japan. Oh, Leningrad immediately fell. That's good. Alright, and now we can get artillery and combat support, which I am going to do fire concentration, probably. Yeah, fire concentration. Alright, we're just making casual pushes now, because they aren't really able to move that much. There we go, proclaim rival government. Now let's see if it's true. Do we get the old focus tree? Pretty much. Oh, this is also the focus that reorganized China gets, I think. And... yeah, there is a new empire thing. Tangjia. Yeah, and you just become the Empire of China. You don't become like a special unique dynasty. But we do become the Empire of China. Claim the Mandate of Heaven. Or I could reopen the National Assembly. Which doesn't really do that much. Except for give me subjugate the warlords. It's gonna be funny. But yeah, let's just do let's form a preparatory committee then. There we go. Now we just need to hold these guys down and kill them. There we are. Continue marching like that. We've taken 1 full state off of them and 1 province of another state. Yep, and we're being pushed back by Tibet now for no reason. We were doing great. I guess let's buy some guns. Oh, okay. We need to cut off 2 divisions now and send them back over here because Japan got over there. All right, Japan declared war on the Allies. Hopefully that means China can hold on now. Yep, and the US does still join the Allies, unfortunately. Would much prefer if they had their own faction like the Soviets, but I said that earlier, so. And now Tibet's at war with the Allies as well, so they're gonna get ran up and behind. In fact, I'm just gonna march in. I'm not gonna just march in, actually. But this does mean we start getting a lot of lend-lease from the Allies. Yeah, Tibet's dead. I wish it was completely due to us, but unfortunately not. Yep. And they capitulated to us, which is cool. So, yeah, now we have that land. I mean, hell, I guess we just keep doing border conflicts. The DLC's good so far. It's a tad difficult. I mean, Japan declared war on me for no reason. I didn't even get a warning. I mean, it didn't matter that much. Let's see if we can find out why. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could join the Chinese United Front now. I'd like to get this state first, though. Alright, let's do stage incident here. Yep, there goes Singapore. See if we can just get a small encirclement on Japan. We did it. We got a little We got strikes immediately. Alright, let's go after them. This time we really should get it for free. Yeah, victory at Qinghai. I mean, I guess we should join China? I guess. Why not? I have to wait for them to invite me again. Or at least I get I get to the decision. Alright, let's try and join the Chinese United Front. Oh, they denied. Well, I guess I just have to get military access from everyone. And now we're just gonna combine these guys, make you offensive, make you organizational. I guess we just start working for beating up Japan. It's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to beat up China first, but I guess that's what we have to do. Since we don't have player-led peace conferences, I don't know how much I'm going to get from this, but, I mean, we can still try. Ooh, they only got a militia up there, so let's go up and try and take it. We get 3 divisions, actually, encircled. We got infantry equipment 3, and now we're going to go and get us some of that. There we go. And we just keep getting strikes over and over again. We keep making propaganda. That propaganda works for about a day. It's like TikTok. Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god, Japan did their focus to puppet Tibet and it ignored the fact they capitulated. They better not have divisions. Alright, they don't have divisions, but that is definitely a bug. Maybe this will give me an opportunity to take all of Tibet this time? But holy, that's not good. Invite defection from the Allies and the Chinese United Front. I don't think the Allies will let me to join war, but I'm gonna join the Allies. Faction rules. Well, I am in an offensive war. So I don't understand why I'm able to join this. Who can declare war? Alright, there's no rules on declaring war. And we'll get an initiative point in 99,999 days. That's good. We're gonna have to leave our little encirclement over here because there's just nothing else we can do. We have to send our divisions back. And at least when they take this state now, it goes to me because I have cores. And when they take any Chinese state, it's gonna have cores since it's my cores. Maybe this is a good idea, but it did just capitulate to the Raj. And I can't request control of it. That sucks. State of Burma is now a thing. Well, I don't really know what to do. I mean, I guess I could go to Burma. I would much prefer to actually fight in China, though. Let's just send them back over there. See what that does for us. Try and get that encirclement again in the same spot, because there's still weak divisions here, but we can't do it, because our divisions are kind of weak, too. See if we can attack there. Nope. See, look. There. When they attack into here, I get it, because I have cores on it. In fact, we're gonna try and send all our troops down here, because I think this is a better investment. The Congo and the Netherlands will hold up here. We have a mission. We're probably gonna get convoy rated to hell, but that's okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. We won't be able to send them at all if the convoys get sunk. We're just losing divisions now. Yeah, we just lost all those divisions. Can I yeah, let's go ahead and not do that. Oh, yeah. We're gonna lose all those divisions. That's a classic John Parker blunder. Can we at least get our guys back? You know, maybe... at this point, I'm unsure about what it is. I don't know if the DLC is too hard, or if I'm just not as good as I was at this game anymore. Because I'd be able to do this. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna be able to do anything besides just be ally slop, which is a new term I just came up with. For some reason British Raj doesn't count as being in the faction. For some reason, no one counts as being in the faction besides the UK. What the hell? Well, oh, I guess we have to just delete these divisions because we don't have the convoys. It's okay. We have a decent amount of equipment. Maybe we can train up some more troops. Well, whatever. 10. We only need 10 divisions. Send them up here. We're not really able to do that much now because we kind of hit our cap. To be fair, we've done all the content of Yedishar, the unique content that there is. I think I'm going to cut it off here. I mean, we did all the content as Yedishar, and perhaps Yedishar wasn't the greatest nation to show this off. I thought I would do a lot better than I am, but literally the only thing left for us to do is just like ally slop our way to Japan, and then get nothing in the peace deal, and then somehow beat the Soviet Union. That's what this video would have been. So instead, I'm gonna use my good friend, the consul. So yeah, this is what we would have looked like if I actually was good at the game. So it's basically like a Mongol empire. We're led by this guy. And if theoretically we did the Chinese Empire focus, it would have looked like... we would have been the Empire of China. So yeah, that's what that looks like. I still like this DLC. I haven't really experienced a lot of it because I've chosen to play the worst nations imaginable. But yeah, if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe, and remember to check out No Compromise, No Surrender, coming out on tomorrow as of this live stream, and a few days ago as of the video. Yeah, like I said, I'll be playing Japan, so hopefully I can actually legitimately win in that. Yeah. Thank you to the channel members on screen, and use the link below to get the game, and I'll see you later.